Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm in DCS World again, and I'm in the P-47D, and I'm taking the free flight over the Persian Gulf mission. I haven't done this in a while, and I wanted to jump in here and take a look at it, because the P-47 really is one of the most amazingly detailed planes that they have in DCS World at the moment. And it's definitely their flagship product for the warbirds at the moment, and it really shows. Especially the detail in the cockpit here.
This is a free flight mission. May use it to become familiar with basic aircraft handling or just explore the
I
area.
mean, look at the
There are no
cockpit
threats.
level of detail. Fantastic. I don't think I've ever really flown this thing over Dubai, to be honest with you. I think this is the first time I've almost approached 400 miles an hour in it too. It's pretty rare that I can manage or get that kind of speed out of this thing. Probably because I dove in pretty hard. Yeah, not pulling that off that easy today. Let's see if we can get through the old picture frame up ahead. It's really, really so hard to like VR at the moment. Especially when I sit back and I fly this and I just look at how amazing the performance is that I get right now. With everything cranked up the way I have it. It just doesn't look this good in VR. And I've really grown accustomed to my TrackIR. I see a lot of people talking about, oh, let's get this cheap thing, you know, track face noir and some of this other stuff. And I'm like, you know, and then I hear about some of the problems people have with it. It's like, you know what? Don't be cheap. Just buy the good thing, you know? That's what it comes down to. TrackIR 5 was like $130 when I got it. I just use the clip that comes with it. You don't need anything fancy. I actually have like an Avengers baseball hat that I've had lying around forever because I tend to like baseball hats. So, you know, it's no big deal to throw a baseball hat on that has this clip on it. And it works great. I set it on top of my monitor. You can do some fine tuning with it, but I mean, for the most part, I could probably get it even better. But I don't really take the time to mess around with it, I guess. Man, does this plane look nice. It's really, really hard to not fall in love with this plane. This really is by far the flagship of warbirds and DCS for these guys. I always thought this was kind of a weird view, the F4 view in this thing. I know you can move some of these things around, but I never really messed with it. Just here is the engine, and there's the prop, and we'll just stick your face right here. Kind of weird, isn't it? I've never hit over 400 miles an hour in this thing. Although I don't think I've ever got it high enough to do much more so I can dive in and really pick up some speed. Yeah, look, I sit a hair over 350 most of the time. I don't even think I've hit 400, to be honest. It is not easy to get that much out of this. I also didn't see if there was a boost button in this like there is in the IL-2 one. That might give me a little bit more horsepower. I would imagine there would be. This is so slow compared to what I normally do in a jet right here. Like, so slow. Like, as soon as I see this thing, I'm usually through it, you know? There we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, this really is a beautiful map to fly over. It's kind of the thing I do over and over again in DCS. If you've seen my videos, this is kind of my circuit. Kind of a habit, but it's fun. And it's really weird flying this kind of same circuit that I'm used to flying in jets in this prop plane, because it's so slow compared to doing this in a Tomcat or doing this in a Hornet or even the F5, you know? And just having the precision to really, you know, turn properly as well is really a challenge in this versus those other planes. Like, that is usually super easy. That was not easy. Yeah, the real challenge is just getting this thing to 400 and maintaining anywhere between 300 and 400 consistently. It's definitely not a turning fighter, you know? You're not going to win, like, one-on-ones with this very often, that's for certain. It seems to do best when you jump in here and, like, in a fur ball, and hopefully, you know, what you're running after is distracted and you can swoop in like an eagle and just, you know, dig your talons into it and just get the hell out of there. But again, I'm just getting the hang of this. It took me a while. Between this and the IL-2 P-47D, the two variants they have, I've gotten a little bit better of a handle on what you got to do to kind of fly this thing and at least keep it in the air. Before, I'd just drop out of the sky like a rock if you try to fly this like you fly a Spitfire or a Mustang, you know. Really is a pretty plane. And again, it's probably the most detailed aircraft for warbirds that they've created yet. I kind of wish they would go back and give the Spitfire and the Mustang some love like this too. That would be pretty awesome. Not going to hold my breath, but this definitely looks good anywhere that you fly it. And again, I'm just getting the hang of it a little better now. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it. I don't think I'm ever going to be an excellent P-47D pilot, but I can do a little more with it now than I couldn't before. So there is that. And the most important thing is I'm actually able to start having fun with it and not just be frustrated and, you know, feel that I wasted my money. Because at first, I really felt like I wasted my money. I'm like, 40 bucks for this? Yeah, it was really frustrating. Now I'm able to actually take out a few things in the sky from time to time. And I do pretty good in the air-to-ground as well. But like anything in DCS, it's just one of them things where, you know, it's study and practice and study and practice. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I wanted to show you the Persian Gulf, Dubai region, and the P-47D. But if you have the Persian Gulf map, this is a mission that's available to you. If you have it in the P-47 early access module, both. So, as always, Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.